SHOT Show 2026 coverage is presented by 511 Tactical.
Hey guys, Luke C here with TFBTV. We're back here at SHOT Show 2026, once again at the Fletcher Rifle Works booth with Mr. Paul Fletcher himself to talk about some of his latest and greatest suppressors for 2026.
Hey guys, welcome back. Yeah, this year we have a new lineup of suppressors. We have some muzzle devices, some 50 cal prototypes that we're really excited about.
I'm excited about them because I've been a huge fan of your suppressors for a couple of years now. And you guys you start off with some of your older suppressors, all Texas themed, right? Are we still sticking with that for the new ones? So I like them because they're simple, they're made for the everyman, they were very affordable, but the technology and the adoption rate of suppressors has increased. So what are we doing now?
Yeah, so really it's got to stay with the time, right? So our initial design on the Catula and the Weston, it was a tube with a baffle cup stack inside, right? That's a lot of extra weight and volume that you're giving up by doing it like that. So now we have the Perian, which is our laser-welded stainless can, and hence the name, the Perian is for the working man. Only $550 MSRP. It's a great introduction can, but also maybe for Leo or guys who shoot a lot. It's full auto rated, no barrel restrictions.
So basically anything, you can put on any gun you want, more or less, that's bore appropriate, right?
Right, yeah. We've killed a lot of animals on 6.5 with that can. That's we've been using the most on, but AR-10s and 5.56, it does a pretty good job too.
Okay, and I noticed like the back end of it here, is that hub compatible, I assume?
Yeah, so all of our cans right now are hub compatible for the 30 cal, and then obviously the Taquito is still a direct thread.
Right, and the Taquito is, and that's user serviceable 22LR can, I think aluminum body and titanium core, or other way around?
It's aluminum body with stainless blast chamber and thread adapter.
Got it. And what do we got next here?
So then we have our Texas Flood. So we licensed the design from Otter Creek Labs. It's the Infinity, but we printed it in titanium. We switched up a couple things to kind of make it our own look, but functionally it is the Infinity, just 10 ounces lighter.
And Infinity is made from titanium, is that right?
Correct, yeah, it's 3D printed titanium. And it comes with different end caps. We have a 5.56, 6.5, and 308, solid or vented.
And so does that come as a kit, or do you have to like kind of pick and choose your options from the website when you're purchasing it?
It comes with 5.56 and 308 solid, and then all the vented or 6.5 are additional.
Okay, and again, no barrel length restrictions, full auto rated?
So we're not saying full auto exactly. We have done the surge cycle test. It survived 6 cycles, so we're pretty impressed by it. Being that it's titanium and with the FRTs, we're basically saying 10.5 inch, try to keep it under 900 degrees. Obviously, it's your can, you can run it how you want. Let us know if it blows up, but...
So like a mag dump or two would be okay,
it'd be
probably,
okay.
Right? You wouldn't kill your can.
Yeah, we want you to enjoy your can for a long time, it wouldn't be ideal if you just burn it down and then call us up.
Speaking of which, does Fletcher offer any sort of warranty service for your guys' suppressors?
Yeah, so all of our suppressors, our new suppressors especially, have pretty cool warranty capabilities. So on the Perian, our blast baffle is actually threaded into the can where the serial is. So if you do get a baffle strike and you destroy it, we just cut it right there on the weld, unscrew the stack, make them screw in a brand new stack. And on the Perian, it's very similar. When it's a new can, it's all printed solid, but there's a weld line here that we can cut on, and then we can thread on the warranty baffle stack.
Okay. So again, like kind of future-proof, like you don't have to worry if you do break it or it does fall apart after a while. It's serviceable still, even though it's a fully welded can.
Correct, yeah, and that'll be across all of the different iterations that we're coming out with of the Perian. So we'll have a titanium model in about 2 months, and then we're going to do different calibers and lengths, but it'll be basically the same family of parts, the same design. So we're really excited about this. So we got involved with a couple of NRL hunters, and with the new rules, I'm not too versed in it, but they love Recoil X brakes. And so we partnered with them to release an NRL specific line where it's a SKU you buy turnkey, comes with the brake. Buying it as a package, you save some money as opposed to buying the two together. And we're going to partner with them on a lot more brakes for other cans in the future. So we're really excited about that partnership.
So really this is kind of just an addition, an addendum to an already existing suppressor meant specifically for NRL competition shooters.
Yeah, or people who just really want to shoot far accurately. You get the reduced recoil as well as staying on target, and they've just done really well in competitions.
And then finally, this is my favorite part, and I think you guys will like it too. This prototype here, this isn't a mock-up. This is an actual suppressor you guys are building, right?
Yeah, so unfortunately with SHOT Show timing, at like 10:30 on Thursday before we were leaving, we finished the print. So we were able to machine it, get it mocked up on our H&M 50 here. We haven't been able to test it or shoot it yet, so we'll do that probably the next week or two. We'll have it up on our YouTube to check out.
Okay.
But yeah, this is our new 50 can. So we took the Flood, we basically just dragged it from the corner, made it bigger to it's a 50, and we're really excited to see what comes of this because it's going to be a little experimental.
Now, I'd like to get the internet involved in this. You guys, you're talking about this before we started filming here. There's a couple different names that are kind of being cycled around for this suppressor. What are they so far?
Yeah, so, I like 50.
Cinquenta's good. It matches the rest of the lineup, right? It's Texas themed.
Yeah, a little Tex-Mex.
Yeah.
Some of the other guys have thrown around names. Girth Brooks. You had a good one, I think.
Luke Bryant or Luke something. It was like other country singer.
Yeah. So we'll see. If y'all have any suggestions on names, please let me know. Drop them in the comments.
The Burrito Supreme. It's big, man. That thing is huge.
It is huge. It is huge.
Obviously, this is rated for 50 cal. What's the overall weight of it?
So I think it's going to end up weighing about 15 ounces.
15 ounces?
So
really? For the whole thing?
I believe so. I could have that wrong.
So it's 1 pound. It's less than a pound.
Yeah, it's going to really depend, too, on how long we end up making that blast chamber.
Okay.
So that's one easy variable, right? So this is the printed part. It's probably going to stay as it is. And for the first iterations, we'll make the blast chamber longer, shorter, and then we'll look at adding brakes to the end of this. And if that doesn't work, we'll obviously...
Yeah, you mentioned that. So similar to the Flood, you're going to have the ability to add it on different end caps for different jobs, whatever you optimize it for what you want, right?
Right. We're going to start on bolt action, so I'm not really worried about bolt speed or cyclic rate. But obviously, when we go into semi-autos, that's an issue. So we might have to improve flow or do the brake to help reduce recoil, things like that. So,
any idea on an estimated price point for it?
Don't really know exactly. I think the billet for the blast chamber will really drive that cost, but I'm hoping to have something in the $3,000 range.
Okay. So again, you're joining a pretty small, niche group of, already what I would call, formerly small market. Now I think the suppressor market's pretty big, but 50 cal suppressor is still, kind of on the bleeding edge of where everyone lies, right?
Right. Yeah. And it's one of those things where if you can do it, why not? Let's just try it, go for it, and if we hit a home run, that'd be awesome.
I love that. That's kind of been your company philosophy, for the last 5 years. It's fun. Why not? Right?
Yeah. I mean, that's from the beginning. Our motto is just have fun. We started with 22s. Whether you're 7 or 7D, 22s are fun. Suppressors make shooting way more enjoyable. If you're just learning or if you're doing CQB, you want to have a suppressor on your gun. It makes everything more enjoyable. I want more people to shoot. I just love this industry and the sport, so I want it to be enjoyable for everyone.
Yeah, I think that's great. And finally, I know we mentioned it a little bit before, but you have some new muzzle devices here.
Yeah, so we're getting more into manufacturing the muzzle devices. Left hand is our cat minimalist. Hub adapters, so whether you want over the barrel, a direct thread, going on a Rearden or your Q or all these other manufacturers out there, we make adapters that work with those. And obviously we have our own line of flash hiders, muzzle brakes, and those things.
So you have everything everyone needs, but if they're mixing and matching your parts with other people's, it's all good, right?
Yeah.
Because everyone's having fun.
That's right. I'm here to make friends and work with everyone. So we want everything cross-compatible as much as possible, and just want you out there shooting.
Absolutely, man. Well, Paul, thank you so much for showing us your new cans and your new prototype. Thank you for giving us a sneak peek at that. Anything you're looking forward to from the show, like yourself? I know you get stuck in the booth all year, and you're probably one of the more avid shooters on the exhibitor side. So what have you seen?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of really fun stuff. Some new optics. Obviously, we're getting more into thermal pig hunting. So the new 1280 cores, really enjoyed seeing those come down in price and be more available across a larger range of products. Yeah, that's really all I've gotten to see so far. It's only day 2, so we still got more days.
I know, I feel like we've been here for so long already. So, but Paul, thank you so much for showing us everything.
Yeah, no problem.
Guys, stay tuned for more from TFBTV and TFBTV Showtime here at SHOT Show 2026.